we are in Symphony Hall. We're doing the rehearsal from last 7 days. Getting ready for Manchester Folk Festival, 15th of October and 16th of October in Symphony Hall.
Okay, well, I play music from these islands, especially from the northeast of England, where I'm from. And I play very often with Dan, who plays that sort of music, and also some music and songs from America. But we've jumped in at the deep end with Khalil and Lala into Kashmiri music. Dan had done some Indian music before, but I'm certainly very new to all the scales and all the way they approach music in the subcontinent, and it's been tremendously exciting to gradually find ways in which we can bring our different strengths together to create something.
Today, first song about Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, about our Creator, about God. So I sang that one, and one is for this beautiful country, England. It's our country, and one is about our motherland, Kashmir. So it's meaning we should sit together and sing together and enjoy our life and sitting with friends, and that's all.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we started off with a couple of songs from Kashmir, and Alistair and I have sort of, as Alistair mentioned, I've had a little bit of experience playing with musicians from India, so there's some similarities in terms of scales and also just certain cues. I remember when I first went to India years ago, 10 years ago or something, I sort of got used to some of the standard kind of cues that are very different from what we would do in this country. So particularly from the tabla, there's a few sort of cues I recognise where I'm like, aha, it's the next phrase now. So really the first step for us both was to get a handle on the structure of the song and exactly what went in what order. Because of course for one thing, we don't speak the language, so we can't listen for lyrical, well, we can listen for lyrical cues, but not as easily. But it was just a matter of sort of trying to play things that stylistically fitted in with their material, but also kind of showed a lot of ourselves as well. So that's kind of how we started, and then gradually we decided obviously to try and do some stuff from Britain and America and sort of almost flip the process, so we would bring some material and then the wonderful musicians from Kashmir would try and sort of gel in with that as well. And we've ended up with a couple of numbers that are more straight ahead kind of British Isles numbers, but there's a couple of numbers particularly where it's all mixed together, and we've got a sort of Kashmiri song in the middle of an American song and things like that, which is particularly nice. But sometimes it's very striking how similar some of the scales are. It's just how they're put together is slightly different.
Okay, so the first time we met Khalil and Lala was at the Rochdale Folk Festival, and the place that we were playing, well, Dan and I were playing, is called Touchstone, and it was a nice afternoon, and Khalil and Lala came, and Aziz, who helped organise it, came to see us play, and then later in the day we went to the Kashmiri Centre and saw our friends play. Because that name, Touchstone, is it's a nice word. That, touchstone, something that you can take a flavour from and move forward and hold as something important and precious in the background that might bring people together. It seemed to be an appropriate name, given that we met in a building called Touchstone.